It's Comment Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been delivering. Big time props to you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Welcome back to Cardinals Daily. I made it law. If you're already part of the squad, hey, appreciate you for riding with, especially the day ones. And if you're new here, smash the sub button, join the team. It really helps out the channel. And the more we grow, the better content we can bring you guys every single day. So let's get right to it. First order of business, some roster moves heading into our Monday Night Football tilt against the Dallas Cowboys. The man the Cardinals drafted to be the cornerstone of this pass rush, B.J. Ojulari, is finally back on the practice field. After tearing his knee, I think it was August 2024, and missing over a year easily, Arizona has officially opened his 21-day practice window. That means he can practice and be activated as the 53-man roster anytime in the next 3 weeks. Simply put, one of our most important pieces in the defense is finally back in the building at least. Now, will he play against Dallas? No. Incredibly unlikely. But it's nice to see him back in the practice field, right? I give it maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks before he comes back and gets a few snaps. He'll probably get more action as we get closer to the end of the season, unfortunately for him. But you know, it is what it is. Is the timing's kind of crap. But the Cardinals passers have been Josh Sweat, and that's kind of it, right? Then everybody else. They've been scrappy, they've been disciplined, but they've lacked that second, you know, the true juice guy off the edge, right? Someone who bends, someone who stresses the tackle, someone who closes. And BJ was drafted to be exactly that coming out of LSU. He was explosive, twitchy, and a pure speed rusher with upside. So was he perfect? No, but he's young. He was definitely young back then, but he's young still. He needed development, but the traits were definitely undeniable. So, you know, I would love to see this like Josh Sweat, BJ Ojulari duo here in the next few years, as long as, you know, BJ comes back fully healthy and back to at least who he was before and can improve on that. That would be ideal. That'd be a future, that'd be a future like defensive like pair. That'd be dope to see. You do not blow out your knee in camp and fight your way back lightly, right? This is a grind, mentally, physically, emotionally for BJ, who lost his rookie preseason, I think. No, lost the preseason last year to injury time, and then this last full season to rehab. This return means more than just football for him, right? This is identity. This is his career. This is everything he's fought for since draft day. And the Cardinals have been, you know, quietly confident. They didn't rush him. They didn't panic. They waited for this moment, the right moment, because they believe in B.J. Ojulari being the guy that can be that dude on this defense. And time is here. So not only that, by the way, Walter Nolan III is also coming back. Everyone is getting close together. Garrett Williams apparently should be able to. I think what I heard, he should be able to play against Dallas on Monday. Not 100% sure on that. Monday morning show, you guys will definitely get some updates on that. Hopefully, get some updates on that once we see what the injury report looks like. So suddenly this defense has been hanging around with tape and toughness is starting to reload on talent and depth all at once. So we'll finally see what this front seven is supposed to look like, at least a little bit. We'll see. All right, other moves that were made. Wide receiver Jalen Brooks signed to the practice squad. He's a 6'2", 205er, former Dallas Cowboys 7th rounder. 18 catches, 241 yards, 1 touchdown in Dallas. Former teammate of Garrett Williams, so that's kind of cool. Tight end Messiah Swinson added to the practice squad. 6'7", 259, big athletic dude coming out of Arizona State. Undrafted free agent in 2024, bounced around a little bit, but finally in our room. And then the Cardinals released corner Jaden Davis to make some room, but still, not headline moves, nothing crazy, but they're football moves, body type bets and depth bets. So, this front office never stops trending the roster, really. At least little tweaks here and there, nothing huge yet. Monty, give me Breece Hall, damn it. But, so another question becomes, when does BJ play? He has up to 21 days to be activated, but he's moving well. Don't be surprised if he's sooner on the field sooner rather than later. Imagine this rotation: Josh Sweat, B.J. Ojulari, then Darius, Nolan. That interior motor group would be nuts. Jonathan Gannon scheming pressure package would be fun. And of course, the youth, power, speed, and upside. That's a foundation for years to come. And let's not forget, the Cardinals may still be active at the trade deadline, right? We have days left. Like Monday is the day before the trade deadline, so it's getting tight, right? Getting reinforcements now could shift how aggressive Monty really wants to be to where he wouldn't really need to make any defensive moves. It'll all be about offense, Breece Hall, and hopefully that will actually happen. We'll see. Cardinals didn't need to really make a splash trade today, but they got our guy back, BJ, practicing. So future stepping back on the field in the second half of the season just got a whole lot more interesting in my mind, at least defensively, to see what this group looks like as we get back into health. So Bergen, drop your thoughts in the comment section. How big of an impact do you think BJ will have as soon as when he gets on the field, and which guy coming back, especially the rookie Walter Nolan, but which guy coming back are you most excited to see on the defense? All right. I did say we would be doing comments today. We have a ton of comments. There were so many comments that it was very difficult to get them all on the screen. So I did a few, and I'm gonna read the rest of them off my computer. So we'll see how it goes. First one. Doug Drew 2 says Murray's third down percentage makes me want to go with Brissett. Brissett did really well converting third down, so I don't blame you on that. And this Dallas defense is a little questionable in the secondary, right? So yeah, it might be the move. Plus, he's still Kyler as far as the most recent reports from Jonathan Gannon. At his press conference, he said that Kyler's still making his way back from that sprained foot. So, if they want to be careful, they'll play Brissett. They'll sit Kyler and let him heal up, hopefully back to 100% before they get him on the field. So we'll see what happens with that. But in terms of the third down conversion, yeah, I don't blame you on that. All right, Wind One. Who the hell is calling this a boring offense? Who the hell is calling this boring offense? I'm more excited now with Jacoby. With Kyler, I would guess the play and guess every time he would fail or fall. Wow, so exciting. Yeah, look, I get what you're saying, right? Honestly, think of it this way. Like, Jacoby's play is not exciting at all. It's not, right? I think we're excited that we're actually moving on offense for once, right? It seems like anytime Kyler gets in there, he'll get like a good drive in the first half or so, but the rest of them kind of stall out pretty easily. Now, mind you, the 2 games we won were with Kyler Murray, so there's that, right? So who knows? There's actually one of the comments going to get to us. So I'm not even going to break that one, but we'll talk about it here in a minute. And one of the points that's been made in the comments. All right, I'm gonna have to pull this one up on my computer because can't read that. That's a ton of shit right there. Oh man, where is that? Here it is. All right. Michael Onak says, I hope we try to win. There are some running backs we can target by trade deadline. Achani, I don't know, Ashani, I don't know. I know who you're talking about, the Miami running back. He's actually really good. Breece Hall, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard. We also could get some help in the D here soon with players coming back from injuries. Yep, we talked about today. Miho has played okay, but I think he's still getting his bearings. Miho. Anyway. The trade deadline is right after the Dallas game. If we don't trade K1 by then, he'll be with us the rest of the season, unfortunately. Who knows? Maybe Murray got a fire under him from watching Brissett throw like a madman, watching him force the ball to Harrison and Jones. Hopefully K1 sees that and mimics it, but his height is an issue. The ball starts at a lower trajectory, which leads to more block passes. And honestly, block passes has been like a thing with even the taller quarterbacks trying to get their stuff blocked because defensive players are just jumping for it. But you're absolutely right. The height has always been an issue. And full transparency, I wanted to draft, who's the cat that went to the Niners, the defensive end? Nick Bosa. I wanted Nick Bosa over Kyler Murray. I thought we could have waited another year for a quarterback. But, when you get excited, you hire Cliff Kingsbury, who talks out of his ass and says, I was the number 1 pick, I'll draft Kyler Murray. Come on, Doc. Come on. Anyway. All right. Moving on. Next comment here. That's my boy, Jamie Theodos. Jamie Theo's my guy. Bro, you could play a 5-year-old child at quarterback against us. He'd throw for 300-plus yards. Secondary is questionable. We made Russell Wilson look like prime Brady. Gave Caleb Williams his easiest game ever. And made Bryce Young look like an actual number 1 pick. You'll be fine whoever is quarterback. Trust me. That's my friend Jamie. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Dallas's secondary has not been good at all. Like, at all. It's been pretty rough. So, there's that. All right, next comment on here. Let's see. Oh, man, I can probably read this up here, right? Yeah. Pokey Punk says, I'm being hopeful we can win the next 10 games. It might be delusional, but there is a possibility that we can all, and that's all we can do right now is hope. Go Cardinals. And look, man, you're more optimistic than I am for sure, because there's no chance that happens. But if it did, I'm coming back giving you props for that one, because you got to have hope that this team gets their heads out of their asses, right? Like, because you have to. You can't sit there and just be like, oh, man, how do I put it? Or maybe you can. I don't know. It's a hard one to go with because I'm an optimist, but not that much of an optimist. I think we'll win 2-3 more games, maybe 4. But it's a rough stretch the rest of the way. We had our easiest part of the schedule to start, and we screwed it up. Plain and simple. No other way to put it. All right. You're right about Brissett. Damn, bro, the spelling. I got you, though. Oh, no. Boys, give me 1 sec. All right, you're right about Brissett. Oh, it's Prez Play Echelon. You're right about Brissett starting being our best shot, but you know you don't do that if K1 is ready. He's our dude. We push it with him till we push him out. Plus, ain't like Brissett has closed. True, he hasn't closed. K1's our only wins. Yeah, yeah. Kyler Murray. Our only wins are with Kyler Murray, and fair enough. And again, it has been more the defense than anything choking. But I think we're just exhausted with Kyler. It's just exhausting at this point to lose with Kyler. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's, you make a good point. All right. First and Shador Sanders for Kyler. I need a little more than that, but I'm not against it. Why not? I've been calling for Shador to be to get traded for to trade for Shador for a while now. All right, this one I know I can pull up here somewhere. Oh boy. Yeah. Because I want to read this off my screen so I get it right here. Oh, man. Where are you? All right, screw it. Here's my wish. And this is Brock Johnson. All right. Here's my wish. Maybe crazy, but here it is. Trade for Anthony Richardson. Why? He's still young. Okay, here's the reasons. He's still young. I believe 23 years younger than Shador and Gabriel. I'm assuming Sanders and Gabriel. He was first round talent with some maturity issues with Jacoby as a mentor. I feel this issue could be resolved. We could get him for like a 6th or a 5th. That's true. At most, and maybe even get a 6th or 7th back. So what's the worst case scenario? We lose a pick. Best case scenario, we get Baker, Darnold, Daniel Jones type franchise quarterback. Am I crazy? You know, now that I read it again, no, you're not crazy. That's not a terrible idea. We can get him for super cheap. The thing is, you still got to pay him that whatever contract he has. I don't know what it is. Hopefully, it's not terrible. But I'm not against it, man. At this point, just throw ish at the wall and see if it sticks, right? And it gives us a plan. It gives us, you can move Kyler at that point. You can move him now if you want to, but you can move Kyler at that point. So that's a good point. It's not a bad idea. I don't like Anthony Richardson because he quit that one game. And normally I wouldn't say that, but he legitimately took himself out of the game because he was tired. And then his accuracy, his arm has a lot to be desired. He can run like crazy, don't get me wrong, but I think the games he's thrown really well have been pretty fluky, for lack of a better term. All right, DJ was a beast, but let's be real. Him taking the NFL snap in 3 years, even if he was semi-football ready right now, his impact would be minimal. Would be cool to see happen though. It'd be a nostalgia signing, right? And I was saying it more because they were asking him about his what do you call it? They asked him about the New York Marathon he's running. And then they were like, "Oh, you can probably suit up, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course." And every football player thinks they can play forever, so it is what it is. All right, the rest of these comments are gonna be off my computer, so I'm gonna read them out. Here we go. Michael O'Neill says KM will play Monday. If he struggles and throws picks, he's done. Either way, it's his last year. I don't doubt it, man. This dude says, "What if we use 2 quarterbacks this season? Use Jacoby and K1. Throw off the defense and hope for our offense." LOL, JK. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. If you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. I mean, and I hate to say that I didn't believe that for a long time. I thought, no, why would that be a thing? Rhythm is a lot. Rhythm is synergy, and rhythm is everything in culture and what do you call it? I don't know, but synergy is everything, right? When it comes to teams. So, switching quarterbacks would be disaster, really. They worked in college a little bit, but I don't think in the pros. I think they've tried in the pros with they tried Drew Brees and Tyson Hill sometimes, and a couple other guys. It's not good. Yeah. Everything's kind of it's like a trend, right? When it comes to anything really, but sports, sure, because they tried the 2 quarterback thing, they tried the Wildcat thing, and people aren't doing Wildcat anywhere near as much as they used to. So there you go. Yeah, it brings you back to the days of Cadillac Williams in Miami or Tampa. Yeah, either way, if you know, you know. All right. Boy. Wow, bro, your name's wild. I'll always be a K1 believer. This franchise is ass. It screwed up drafting Mahomes, fell into David Johnson, got licked with Buddha. All support has done nothing but screw the team up harder with these crappy ass free agent signings. I'm editing the hell out of this. Just the words, the cuss words. But outside of Sweat and Tomlinson and Campbell, hasn't done a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Michael says, Sean, the running back from Miami, Brees Hall or Tony Pollard, those are good options. I thought about Sean a lot. I did. I don't mind him. I like him, right? I just don't know if Miami's going to let him go. They should, but I don't know if they will. And Tony Pollard's up there, but he could definitely come cheaper, for sure. Van He says this is from all the articles coming out, and all the thoughts coming out that Campbell could be a trade piece for us, to send out. I think Calais came here to play one more season and then retires a Cardinal. I don't know that he's interested in going to play for a contender. Yeah, I don't think I think I'm with you on that one. Honestly, the Cardinals have 3-4 winnable games left. If Murray's quarterback, 5 or 6 with Jacoby starts. Either way, they are making the playoffs. Yeah, they're not making the playoffs. They need to just hold with what they have and wait for the next season. I mean, I think we make moves now that would get desperate teams to trade for Kyler or whatever you want. But I get what you're saying. But Campbell, I don't think he wants to go to nothing. I think he came here to finish the story, and that was that. Yeah, and then play echelon. What do you think about Devon Sean? Again, I like him. I do. And I wish he was a Cardinal, but I think he's going to be more expensive even than Breece Hall. Just because it's Miami, I don't know. Benestone Man. Carter should have never come off the practice squad and start over DeMercado. I like him, but he's not the type of back this offense needs. You're absolutely right. And the only reason that Mario DeMercado hasn't played is because that little tussle he had with Gannon, right? That you need to understand, not you, but everyone needs to understand that the visual was bad. It was really bad. And for some reason, Amari hasn't gotten any more snaps or any more carries or nothing, right? I think Gannon really put him in the doghouse because he looks like an idiot and a bully and kind of a pansy. Like Gannon looked weak as hell doing that, right, to Mercado. Because never done it to Kyler. He should have done it a million times to Kyler. Not once. Not one time do we ever see him do that. In fact, he's almost afraid of Kyler. Is what it is. All right. Couple more here. Oh, boy. Craig Atwell. I know Dak Prescott has no trade clause in a new contract from 24, but if he should want out, I'm sure with a Cardinal win, Jerry might work something out to reunite him. I could see reunite Kyler with CD and Dallas, I think what you're saying. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be surprised. Bro, David Johnson was a beast. He was. David Johnson would be a great PR move. That's all it would be is a PR move. Okay, so here's a good point. Flex start, and this would be the second to last. No, I'll do 3 more. I love how the comments about Kyler are people who don't know football. Our offensive line is trash. You're not wrong. Our defense decides to not play every second half and multiple drop balls for our receivers when Kyler was in. Let's not forget the missed field goals and penalties that cost us our games. Kyler's not the problem. He's not the only problem. He is a problem, but he's not the only problem. I think we have a lot of issues on this team we need to clean up. I mean, look, you might be right. Let's say we clean up all the other small things, right? Kyler might be good enough to help us win games. You never know. But we need to see it. All right, last couple here. Oh, this is the last one here. This dude said, all right, so we got some clown Rams fan. For some reason, nothing else going on in his life, and he's looking up Cardinal videos. All right, cool. He's talking about these are hopeless, almost desperate takes. I don't know, all the easy shows seem to have either the sun is affecting you guys or the dope is mostly because you can't even grammar. You can't even grammar, and you want to talk trash? Come on, man. Learn grammar. Look, I'm not surprised you're a Rams fan. Rams fans are, damn near, they're dumb. Look, Rams fans don't even exist. I don't even know how you even are around. When I saw this comment, I was like, they still make you? Like, man, Rams fans aren't genuine at all. Y'all, they left LA a long time ago. It's like Rams fans are like Raider fans, right? What are you talking about? You're not legit. Relax. The sun is affecting you. Okay, cool. Maybe the smog is affecting you, Rams fan, alleged. It must be. Your grammar sucks, bro. I should have put this one up. I really should have, but I didn't even think about it, but whatever. All right, folks. That's going to do it for this episode of Cardinals Daily because we got the weekend coming up. A bunch of football, of course, coming up. We don't play till Monday night, so at least your weekend will be stress-free, all right? It's going to do it for this episode of Cardinals Daily. I'm Eddie Cuevas. Don't forget to hit that sub, hit the bell, hit the like, leave a comment. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. Again, the more we grow, the better content we can bring you guys, all right? I will see you guys all on Monday morning. Go Cardinals.